Welcome to Slab Podcast, episode 79, where the grades matter, there are no rules. How you doing, Professor Oak?
I'm wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Greeny. How are you doing?
Man, it's been a hell of a week. Looking forward to ending the week soon. We're right in the middle on hump day here as we record. So
Yeah, busy couple of days ahead.
yeah, yep. Looking forward to the time off. You got Monday off? Martin Luther King Day? Inauguration Day? No?
No. Inauguration Day.
I think it's the same day this year.
Is that when Trump becomes president? On Monday?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. That came around quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's stacked up on the same day. I don't think that's normally the case, but it is, I think, this year.
Wow.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Wow. Biden's last
Maybe.
week. I wonder if he'll like smash a painting or like do something rebellious as he leaves his last week.
You talking about Biden or Trump?
Biden.
Maybe probably not.
He'll steal some mints from the desk or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stick them in his pocket.
Maybe. Did you ever watch the movie National Treasure?
Remind me what it is.
Nicolas Cage, he's a treasure hunter going into the Oval Office, and yeah.
He's looking for the
Declaration
of Independence. Yeah.
Like hidden map on it or some shit. Yeah.
God, that's years ago. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Seen that.
Such a classic. I love that type of. I feel like some version of that bullshit exists. Not the map probably on the Declaration of Independence, but fancy desks with weird drawers with cool notebooks and a bunch of bad shit that went down probably that people should know about.
Yeah, and there's probably a few people that do know about that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's all under wraps.
Yeah, so
it's fun
for sure.
American history's got some craziness.
Yeah, it's not even that long ago either. It's so weird to think about. It's not that old. I was literally just talking to my friend who's from Ireland, and Ireland has been around forever. And then we looked at it. It was like the United States is like a baby. Like it's like so new.
Literally. Yeah. My local church, one of my sisters got married in just the regular church, in our part of town. It's over 1,000 years old.
That's so cool. That's wild. How much those walls have seen is insane.
Just a normal local church. It's not a big deal over there for things to be 1,000, 1,500, years old. It's cold. There's no heating system in those kind of buildings. But yeah, the oldest in Nottingham, the city that I'm like the closest big city that where I'm from. It's got the oldest pub in England. It's called the Old Trip to Jerusalem. That thing's like 12, 13 years old or something. It's a pub. Just go there and have a pint. Europe's a whole other level. I've slept in houses and been in homes in England that are older than Florida. Older than a lot of states, which is crazy because an old house here in Florida is like 40 years old. It's considered like an old house. Like, no, it's not. It's a baby, like you were saying.
Yeah, I just looked up the oldest bar in the United States, and it's only 352 years old. So, damn,
different world back then for sure.
There's some wardrobes over in your part of town probably that are 7 times older than that.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen furniture older than the US.
So wild. Crazy. It took them that long to get across the freaking water and discover,
Hey, it's amazing what money and slaves will do. That's what it was. Rich people with slaves. It's messed up. Europeans were messed up back then. They did some terrible stuff.
Yeah, you guys were the bad ones, not us.
Yeah. People think it was like America did all these crazy things, like, taking over land and, stealing all the meat and like doing all this stuff. And it's like, no, that was the crazy ass Europeans coming over here and jacking stuff up. Like,
They became the
not-
Americans. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a good situation at all.
The Europeans were like, you guys can go be America now. We don't want no part of that. You guys are doing some wild Western civilization bullshit. So
amazing what money does.
yeah. Got a special giveaway in honor of the business launch. We're giving away a Slab podcast hat for the winner with the best spicy comment this
Love
week.
it. Can I see it?
Oh yeah. Drop those spicy comments, leave them, drop a like on your favorite one, upvote it. Appreciate it every time. This week we had a kind of one of the shittiest spicy comments to win I've seen in a long time. Like y'all are like I had to do something because this is just sad, y'all. Like y'all gonna let Dan Catch 'em All Collectibles win just by making a comment that says the ability to metal detect hits and packs has been on YouTube for years, and this latest rattle, possum, etc. drama will be gone quicker than the CT scanning was. I sense a little bit of salt in there, don't you?
I think he's kidding. I don't know what it is. Every time there's some kind of drama, Dan plays it down and plays it off. Like, nah, it's good. It's been before. Don't worry about it. Move on. You know, he's like
He's
super
invested
chill about that stuff. I know it's interesting. Everyone knows that stuff's interesting, right? So
it's interesting.
I think there's a bit of satire in some of his comments with that stuff. Like he knows people are excited about it, and $13 pack scanner, like that's gonna get attention. And he's like, nah, it's not a big deal. But it is. Like people made a big deal about it. So I think there's a bit of satire there. For me, like I wouldn't have a use for it. It's kind of like it's whatever for me. Like it's no big deal having a scanner, you know, and that kind of stuff. I don't really buy sealed. I don't really buy loose packs. I don't really sell loose packs because I worry about people, you know, saying this or that. But I think for him, and even like, you know, I think about pack rippers and people selling at stalls, you know, and Collecticon, that kind of stuff. I think there's definitely a need for it. Like people buy them, you know, there's definitely a market there.
Yeah.
There's always going to be some way to manipulate something. Always, like there's always going to be a way around it. But I like that we talk about this stuff and share it, and you know, I think that's a good thing that Rattle does. You know, he does bring things to light and exposes it. You know, whether it's good or bad or ugly, whatever. Yeah, it's fun talking about it. Do you think he's being serious? You think there's a bit of satire there?
Yeah,
Too?
no, I think he is serious. I think he's like, all y'all are fucking dusted to the brain. Who gives an F? What are we doing? That's basically what I read there, and that's exactly what he's saying. It don't really matter, and it doesn't really matter. It gets clicks because it's interesting, and it could be an outlet for scammers. It doesn't change the fact that we all need to know who we're buying from, because if little Timmy wanted to go scan a bunch of packs that he got from Costco and try and sell a pack lot on Facebook to someone selling on Whatnot, he could get scammed pretty easily by somebody doing this. You just gotta kick the tires on it, just like you have forever. Like the dude could have scammed you another way, you know, like. So it's just another thing to kind of be vigilant of. But I agree with him. I don't think already. I feel like CT scanning is way more, and it'll be around a lot longer because I think it's going to be integrated into things. There's a use case. Like if I were to ever consign vintage boxes, I'd probably spend the $100 to have it verified or something. You know, like there's some use cases for it.
CT scans not use magnets. I thought they had magnets like MRIs.
I have no clue. Not a doctor.
I feel like you can't mix metal with that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just MRIs. I need to look that up. I just thought about it as you were talking about that and thinking about the metal aspect.
I think, I don't think there's magnets, but I'm not sure. I've gotten a CT scan, but it was covered by a giant thing of plastic.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Yeah, same.
So good comment. Good enough, I guess.
I mean, it was active, right? Is what was happening last week. It's what was on the on the end of people's tongues. So it's a good one to talk about. That's why we got the votes on it.
Yeah.
What's your comment for next week?
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to myself. I got the runner up. I was only one like below. I feel like your ass didn't like my comment.
I did.
I feel like you didn't put your comment, did you? Or did you?
No, I didn't. I forgot. And then when I was so wrapped up in meetings, and at the end of the day, when I managed to get to it, I was like, there's already loads of comments here. There's no point even.
I just wanted. Did you? I had commented, Pokemon Violet's the best Pokemon game ever made. When was the last time you played one?
I haven't played Pokemon Violet.
Yeah, when was the last Pokemon game you played?
Sword and Shield. Okay. I've got, and I haven't picked it up in like 3 months. I've been so busy wrapping up last year.
And I heard that game was pretty bad when it comes to storylines and stuff. But
I haven't picked it up in 3 months, if that's anything. I haven't made it a priority.
This one was pretty good. I do recommend to people out there. It was pretty good.
You made a video on it, right? That's the one I just watched last week.
Which I probably should do an update because I was only like 2 badges in. I'm due for an update.
I mean, it sounded like you made pretty good progress to me.
Yeah, I've got all the badges. Next step is basically Elite Four and maybe something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit slower, like grinding XP and that kind of stuff, and like exploring, playing around, and seeing what else there is to do, and like figuring it out on the Sword and Shield because it was so different from the top-down view. The whole 3D setup was
it was a big learning curve. Yep.
Yeah, very odd. Felt very different. It also felt smaller, even though it was bigger. It felt like I could get to everything really quick by walking, but I think it's because I've been playing Red Dead 2 and God of War and like all these big PlayStation 5 games, PS4 game stuff. And then I went into that and I was like, oh, that's like right there. I could just walk over to it. I don't have to go on some big mission escapade to get to it. So, that was interesting. I'd like to see something a bit more, I don't know, adventurous, a bit more of an adventure built in, but it's not aimed at me.
Yeah. Did you ever play Spyro the Dragon?
Yes, on PS1. Yes.
So this Pokemon game gives me Spyro vibes because you ride the Miraidon and you click A, he jumps, and then you glide, and it's pretty freaking dope.
I hadn't put that connection together at all, but that does make a lot of sense. I remember that. I remember playing that game for so long that my eyes would hurt. They'd be stinging because I guess I wasn't blinking or whatever. I was just concentrating on it so much.
Yeah, Spyro's the GOAT.
It was awesome. And Crash Team Racing. I think that was the first one I ever got. That was a big one. Yeah, it sounds like a cool game. Honestly, it made me want to get it. I just don't have the capacity to play it, so I just hate myself for it sitting there.
It's the way it goes. Maybe when you retire, you'll be able to play it back.
I'm taking the summer off from everything. I'm gonna have work, but I'm not gonna do all the other BS I do. No degree. I'm taking a summer off from the degree and scale back from the reselling and stuff. So
OnlyFans still gonna be going though.
Yeah, to make the bread and butter.
There you go. Next week's spicy comment, mine. I think in 2 years, Pokemon is going to be printing the absolute piss out of these cards, and it is going to be 2006 all over again.
All right, I'll go. I'm going to say all you haters at the beginning of Scarlet and Violet was so wrong because I think Scarlet and Violet has turned out to be the best generation of all time.
Damn. It's like that. Like that. Drop the mic. Interesting. So yeah, drop a upvote, hit a like on a comment down below, leave your comment, get a chance. The most upvoted one will get the hat. I think there's only, I don't know how many are in existence, five-ish, six-ish. So get your chance to get one while supplies last. I think I have 2 left.
That's a big deal.
2 left plus this one, so 3 total. So get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot.
You have a game worn hat. That's a big deal.
Yep.
Are you signing them?
No.
You need to,
Nobody's ever asked me to, so I don't. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want a
yeah.
signed hat from PokeTuber.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna do one of those little what do they call it? Acrylic paint panels. You can do it inside.
I think the only signed hat I ever got was from one of the Detroit Lions coaches like 3 coaches ago. In person. That was pretty cool. I was at the practice and
That is cool.
he was so strange they fired him so early, I feel like. But anyways, you're a big football guy, so I'm gonna have you do some quick picks for the NFL playoffs this weekend. I'm gonna place my bets on your decisions here. So we have 4 games coming
No,
up.
you're not gonna place your actual bets on it, are you?
Of course I am.
Like money bets.
Yeah, this is the money line. So 1-1, no points. 4 games this weekend. Lions, Commanders, and the Chiefs and Texans on Saturday. Who you taking in the Lions versus Commanders?
Lions.
Okay. Chiefs versus Texans.
Chiefs.
Sunday, Bills versus Ravens. Who are you taking?
Is Ravens Baltimore?
Yes.
Bills or Ravens. I'm gonna go Ravens.
Rams, Eagles.
Eagles, Philadelphia, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go Eagles. Are we losing? You look worried.
Not bad picks. I feel like that's totally doable. So we'll report back. I'm curious how you do next week. And we'll do it again because there's only going to be 4 teams left next week. So
Anything can happen, right?
Yep.
When are they playing? Is it Sunday?
Saturday 2 games, Sunday 2 games.
2 and 2. Okay.
Yep. So I only get to ignore my wife for a few more weekends.
Then it's over.
Then it's over.
Back to doing laundry.
Yeah, back to talking to my wife. No.
Hey, how you been?
Yeah. It's been a while.
How's things?
Haven't talked to you since August.
I feel like that's some weeks. Yeah, there's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do, before we move on to that, let's do a soccer term for you. Let's play around a little bit.
Soccer for me?
What is an indirect free kick?
I know a free kick is what. Ooh. Indirect. That's a corner kick when you're in the corner. I'd say an indirect free kick is when there's some version of a penalty and the guy gets to kick the ball towards the net, but all the players are in front of him blocking.
You're pretty close. That's basically a free kick.
Okay.
So this is a variation of that. So I'll let you carry on as though you haven't finished. This is a very a type of what you just described.
I would think the guy is placing it just to the side of the net so a guy can hit it with a header and knock it in. It's kind of what I would. Or a bicycle kick.
I might give you that. You may have it. So it's when you have a free kick, but you can't score. Someone on your team has to kick it on the way in. Someone has to touch it. So it's
someone's got to deflect it.
Free kick to try and score, but it's indirect because someone else has to score with it, basically.
So, would you consider a corner kick an indirect free kick because somebody has to hit it in? You can't.
No,
you
you
can
could
score.
you can score with a
I
with
forgot you
I mean,
can.
very difficult, but
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. It can happen if you get a
I
little bit of
forgot about
spin
that.
on
You
it.
can score.
And indirect,
Huh.
like somebody has to get it and then get it in, basically. Yeah.
When does that happen? When there's a I didn't know there was ever a case where people had to deflect it and then you
Yeah.
couldn't score.
It's a thing. I can't think of an example, but
Huh.
it's definitely a thing. I haven't seen one. I haven't watched soccer lately, actually. At least it was when I was a kid. It probably is still a thing. They did eventually add like the cameras for the line technology, and I think that made a big deal. That made a big difference. That's probably one of the biggest changes they've made, in the past 10 years. But yeah, it's a very old. That game's older than pretty much everything in this town that I'm in right now. My soccer club, Liverpool. I mean, they're 1800s. They were formed. It's
Crazy.
old game. I know you had notes here. Wanted to talk about prismatic evolutions. You did order from Pokemon Center a couple of things, right?
Just a case of ETBs. I got in, I think I got 4 of those. I got 4 before they reduced it to 2.
Yeah, I only managed to get the 2. And then, yeah, that was a mess. But I did get the 2 in, so I'm pretty confident that they're both going to come in the next few days. For some reason, I never get them by release date ever. I know a lot of people get them on the day. I never feel like I really get them. So I'll probably get it Saturday or Monday. Must just be because they're trying to get it all the way down to Florida. I don't know. And then, I kind of want to open one. I opened a Surgeon Sparks called Jack. So I'm also very much not wanting to open one.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about opening any?
Certainly not. That sounds awful.
That Umbreon would just be really special to pull.
Aren't the pull rates like dog bleep? It's not Crown Zenith, is my thought. I didn't think it was like Crown Zenith pull rates.
High
Even
risk.
that wasn't easy.
High risk, high reward. That's how I'm viewing it.
You're going to open one of these. Is this real? Prismatic Evolutions, Pokemon Center ETB, pre-sale, on TCG Player, last solds, $400?
Oh, no, I saw some going for like $150.
No, it's $400 for the Pokemon Center ETB.
What? Not tomorrow, not Friday. Like surely as they start dropping, that'll drop quick. Surely
there is, a shit ton of sales at $400. This isn't a case. No, this is the piece. Pokemon's. It's $150 for the regular one. Almost.
For the standard retail version, it's $150.
Yep.
Oh, that must have been what I was looking at, thinking it was the Pokemon Center one.
Well, $130, but still. The Surging Sparks ETBs were Pokemon Center ones, I think were like $130, $150, maybe.
Yeah, they jumped up.
No, maybe $100, something like that.
Yeah, I know they jumped up. And I saw them at 100, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went even higher.
$400 is absurd. I would not be able to rip one of those. If I could sell those, Jesus Christ. Gone. I'm not going to wait for them to go up in price. I don't need those boys.
Yeah, I didn't realize they'd gone up that high.
I haven't
looked at it in the past few days, so I'm sure the anticipation has been gradually going, up to release date. That's a lot. People really want that Umbreon. That's going to be an expensive Umbreon.
That's silly.
It's cool looking. I think it's a cool looking card. I think I might like it more than Umbreon. In fact, I'm pretty sure I do.
I do. Personally, for sure, because it doesn't have that ability text box, the big red thing in the middle of the card. It looks so clean. It looks nice. I almost would want one, but
Yeah.
Pricey. Way too
Yeah.
expensive.
I don't know that I'm gonna collect that set. I don't know if I'm really gonna be chasing a binder. I feel like it's gonna be a big, expensive set that's like not realistic to buy sealed and not realistic to buy singles either. I don't think there's a good option out there, unless they do get pretty crazy and print a lot. I know they did like a bit of an announcement today saying that they were going to print more to meet demand. I don't think they can print enough.
Yeah, this set seems like for this to be their aim. Jesus Christ! Like I think I don't know. It'd be really curious to see how it goes.
Next week's going to be a really telling week for prices. In fact, I'd like us to talk about some prices, pull some singles up and pull some sealed products and talk about it next week. I think that'd be a really good topic because this is potentially going to be one of the biggest sets we've had since the initial boom.
Yep. It's going to be, I'm curious to see how everyone's going to be ripping it just like every other set. And it's going to be like, it's going to be flying. People are going to be wanting to buy it. Loose packs ain't going to be available. Because most of those set, I guess there is some things you can break down into packs, but man.
Well, I don't think too many streamers have been able to get that many from distribution, right? Like I don't think that many stores and stuff have even got what they were asking for. So I'd be curious if you jump on Whatnot on Saturday night, this weekend, if anyone has it, and if they do, what prices are they doing it per pack? Because that's not going to be cheap. Rip and shipping.
No.
This weekend.
Shout out to real quick Beerski and Shiny Cards and Collectibles. Did you see the clip? He pulled a god pack of the English set.
Oh yeah. He put it in the Discord earlier. Yeah.
Shout him out. Awesome. Check him out on Whatnot. Cool. Yeah. I never think I'd heard his voice get that high pitched. That was interesting.
I mean, you never expect that. Like you always think of it. You don't think it's a reality, right? You always think of it. You've been through it. You had that with it was the Japanese 151, right?
The Weedle's Warehouse poll for me. That was so cool.
Weedle did it. Yeah, Chris. So I remember Chris doing it. He was so excited. I think he did a couple of clips of it too.
He clipped it for his YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, that's special. That's pretty special. I like that in the pocket game that we have that you can get god packs. I had one that was all really good cards in it, and that was before I realized that wasn't very common. Like I would just thought I got a bit lucky. I wish I had a screenshot it now, but I got a gold card in there and stuff. And it's that's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. Next week, seeing what kind of stuff happens with that.
Wild. Yeah, I agree with you though. Collecting this, it like 151. Me and you both, I believe, was the last set we bindered. That set when it came out, I couldn't imagine that set coming out right now. Holy shit! Like we had UPCs on the shelf for a while. Those things were printed into oblivion. It felt like. And ETBs were available. Like we were able to get my whole binder I pretty much ripped, or I traded for like 7 or 10 of the cards. I literally opened most of it.
Yeah.
But it was available at retail. It was not bad. This feels bad.
I think
for collecting.
I think you're gonna struggle at retail to get it. Honestly,
yeah.
I think it's gonna be people are gonna be at Target Friday morning lining up.
Black Friday style, baby. In
January. I really think people are going to be there trying to grab everything, not even just one.
I cannot wait for the videos. Some of my favorite content to watch is just people just beating the shit out of each other for Pokemon cards.
There's been a few sets where Target's had them on before the Friday, right? I remember some people posting videos whether on like the Tuesday or the Wednesday before, but then they're having problems scanning them and they shouldn't have been out and all the rest of it. Maybe they're there tomorrow at some places. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. People mess up. Of course, there's so many stores, right? Somebody's going to, just throw the whole box of Pokemon out there like 80-year-old lady doing stocks because she's got no retirement. Poor thing.
Mine's like an hour away. I don't have one anywhere near to me. A Target,
That's a
Walmart's
play.
Walmart's like a solid 20, 30 minutes. I don't really have anywhere to buy cards near here. I have to do it online.
Couldn't imagine how much money I'd save if I lived an hour away from a fucking Target. Jesus Christ.
Oh, she still goes. She still drives. She was there on Sunday. It's a 2-hour round trip.
How'd you know I was talking about my wife? Jesus Christ. Just making assumptions here.
That's where my mind went. My mind.
I was. You weren't wrong.
Yeah. Standard. What I do like though is I think it's a fun set. I think we're gonna have fun. I think there's gonna be really cool artworks in there. People are gonna get excited. There's a lot of positivity and buzz around this set, and there's been, man, this set's boring, or this set doesn't have enough of this, or yeah, I like that. Or there's just we finally have a set that like people really want and love and like want to buy, and everyone feels the same. They all want to get the good Umbreon. They all want to, they all want to pull cool evolutions, and yeah, it's just going to be a great situation for the enjoyment aspect if you can get it.
Yeah, I could see English Master Balls breaking this set wide open. Like in pristine 10 PSA 10s, like the low end for like the Japanese 151 Master Balls are like $40, $50. I don't see these being near that low at all. Like I'm thinking $100 minimum in PSA 10s for like a Pidgey, to be honest.
Yeah. See, and that's where I'm a little bit like, I'm what, $50 into the CTB. I bought two. I can have one, for the collection, rip the other one. Like, would I lose out? Would I regret it? Like, high risk, high reward. But I might still be able to recoup some with grading or trading, or I don't know. It's tempting, man.
If it's $400,
I'm on the fence.
Not. If it's $200, it's still bad. But
what will tip me over the edge with what you're saying though is how many cards are worth over $100. Because if there's 5 cards, man, I'm probably not going to pull one of them, right? But if there's 20 cards, I might pull a couple.
I think there's a shit ton that are over that, but all of them are SIRs. So you get 1 in 1,000 packs or whatever the rate is. But then there's a chance you get a Master Ball. Maybe.
Yep.
So
12 packs, right? Is it 12 packs in it?
No. Is it 12?
I forgot how many.
It's got to be 11, I'd say.
Is it 11 packs? I know it's more than the regular, isn't it?
I didn't think it would be 12. That was the Blooming Waters box game with 12. 12 seems like a lot for an ETB. Could be wrong. But yeah, the RIP collecting this set or the rest of the year. Would you consider even, like, if you saw it at a store and it was market price, not retail price, it was current market, which is whatever, double 3 times, would you buy it? No, not even touching it.
Not even a thought. No, yeah. I'd have to buy retail. It'd have to be sealed. Yeah. Would you?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't have any interest in this for these prices. I don't have a rip and ship channel. If I did this, I would probably. People are doing very well selling these packs loose. I have seen. So that would definitely
people are paying it.
So, but yeah.
I mean, you're saying there's $400 sales showing, people paying it. Like there's definitely people out there that do want it, do want to pay that stuff.
Which is, insane to me. That's a lot of freaking money.
Yeah, this weekend I think will be really telling for what that's going to look like. It's exciting. The other part, which I want to touch on, is the Prismatic Evolutions. Sorry, Journey Together, right? I didn't get my pre-order in for that. They were fast. I don't know if was it bots? Was I too slow? Like I don't know what happened there, but I know a lot of people didn't also get their pre-order in for Journey Together. What do you think that was?
I think it was probably bots for sure. The reason I got some is because I have notifications on for Professor Oak's Discord, and somebody posted in the general chat soon enough for me to get in there and have zero issues, zero loading time issues. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't remember what time it was, but I went in there, clicked add 2. 2 was the maximum. Done. I went to go try to do it again for my PO box. I haven't done that in a long time, and it wouldn't let me because I had the same IP address or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, I got 2. That's cool. And one's probably going to you now. So
we'll see.
Yeah, I'll charge you 5 times market, but call it even.
I wasn't expecting it to blow up. I wasn't expecting that with this set. I thought everyone was going to be focused on Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions. Like I wasn't expecting.
I know. Yeah, I was
craziness.
After playing Scarlet and Violet now, or Violet, I am interested in doing this set, making a binder of this.
Of Journey Together.
Yeah,
because of the trainers.
The trainers, the familiarity, playing with them in the games, and slapping all their cheeks, like it was just phenomenal. So it was cool. I would love to do that, but holy shit, I couldn't imagine. 151 was so nice because it was dead compared to what it is right now. Insanely dead.
Yes. Yeah,
because that Charizard when it came out was like 150 raw or something. I think it's gonna be $1,000 in a 10.
I think I sold mine for like 115.
Yeah.
114 or something. I think I sold it for. You said it's 200 now.
More, I think now.
Yeah.
I think a PSA 10's last sold 925, 920.
It wasn't a 10.
Yeah.
That's why I felt good about. I would say it was probably a week 9.
Yeah. My daughter's got one in her little 2x2 binder still because she pulled it out of a UPC. Probably should maybe look at grading it. Have never had, but
swap it out. Just check the quality. I mean, if it's got white spots, doesn't look fantastic, you don't feel as bad about it, right?
But it's pretty cool to go look back at it, her childhood binder, and have a actual banger in there. Like she's got like Crown Zenith dogs in there. The thing's worth something now. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Here's what I'd do, right? If you look at it and you think this is like Santa Claus at Christmas is actually dad situation. So I would go in there. If you think it's a PSA 10, I'd take it and grade it. If it hits the 10, you can sell it, buy her a raw one that's like an 8 or 9 and put it back. But still got it. If it is an 8 or 9, you crack it out and put it back. You tried.
Would you do that if it was your daughter's card?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes? Seriously? You're a fucking demon. What the fuck? I don't think I could do that.
I think if she was old enough where she was like actually connected to it, like genuinely, but my daughter like shouldn't give about anything. She don't care. I think if she knew like it was her card and like what it was and understood it, no, absolutely wouldn't even dream of it. Wouldn't even enter my mind. But like being so young, not giving a crap. Like I've bought a Slabbed and like she doesn't even know where they are. Like I've literally spent like money on buying her nice cards and nice Slabbeds and I'll give her stuff and she'll just like give them to a friend, like trade them for like a bag of chips on a break and stuff. Like she'll literally just give them away. Like, she's got no concept of it. So I wouldn't feel bad at all just because of that side of it.
That's awesome.
Make some money.
Yeah. Would you going back, well, piggybacking Prismatic and that new set, are you scalping any? Like, if you see it there, if you walk into Target with the wife this weekend, Prismatic's there, they just stocked it. You see 12 ETBs, no limit. What are you buying?
Yeah, I think the thing for me, I'm at like a bit of a spot where I don't really need to scalp. I don't really have the time or energy for it. So what I would do is I'll probably open it, so I've got the enjoyment, like, of me opening it and going through it and pulling something good. And then if I pull something good, grade that and sell it. That's probably what I would do, because then I get the best of both worlds. Hopefully recoup the money back, but also get to open it. Also have, some cool cards I can share, do giveaways, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what I do. Are you? Are you gonna try and grab some? Seems like a no-brainer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. If I saw them cleaning the fuck out of that shelf, gone.
Yeah.
Like you, though, when I can buy stuff at retail, it's way more easier. Like, yeah, me and the kids are definitely ripping,
Yep.
playing with some of this stuff for sure. That's huge. Being able to get it at that price changes a
Even
lot of things.
and retail's not cheap. Don't get me
No,
wrong. Like, I know there's people that aren't spending money on retail stuff. They will just buy a couple of singles that they want. It is an expensive hobby
for
for
sure.
that stuff, and that's why I don't feel as guilty selling stuff when I pull something good, grading it and selling it to make up for for the experience and whatever. It is. It's expensive for what you get. It can mount up quick. There was a guy they were talking about it in Discord yesterday, I think it was, and there's the guy that he maxed out like 26 grand in credit card debt trying to be like an Instagram Pokemon influencer, and and he bought all these cards and was doing whatnots and giveaways
Hey,
and all this
too
stuff.
many giveaways.
Like, we can do a couple of boxes at retail, right, and not feel bad about it. Like,
For sure.
we're not. That's like such a different stratosphere to where we're at. It made me feel like humble for like the way that I'm handling the hobby right now, and the way that I've like made it more simplistic and enjoyable.
I would say that guy's probably closer to average than we probably would expect.
Scary. That's not getting silly and making a mistake. That's ruin your life, lose your home, wife, kids. Like, that's
Financial infidelity, they called it.
he messed up pretty bad. It's really sad. So
Yeah.
don't do that, guys.
Yeah, I feel like just going on that, I feel like that one's a little bit easier to clean up. Just because you hand everything over to your wife, she now oversees everything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it'll never happen again. I can make this right in whatever in 2 years or what. The dude only could sell it for like $5,000. He was cooked. Yikes! I don't know. Not good. Prayers up for that guy. What about investing? All this boom city, everything's 17x in the booster boxes and the ETBs.
Yeah.
When are you changing up your portfolio?
Throw one on the shelf. Honestly, I don't know. I can't bring myself to just buy a big bulk of something. I'm just not interested. I have so much other stuff going on right now. It's really hard because I feel like it would take up a section in my brain, knowing that it's there and I've got it, and not being sure when do I sell it, what do I sell it at. Like, it would become part of my bandwidth that I don't need. It's like getting a dog, like getting a pet. Like, it's like it'd just be one more responsibility. I have a bunch of stuff there that I know at some point I need to do something with.
Yep.
And my brain is such like I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this. Like, all these like lists and things. Like, I have such a busy brain and I'm juggling so many different things at a time. I just don't need it. I don't know what would be the goal to make money. I can make money doing other stuff, simpler, quicker. You know, I don't know.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. OnlyFans, I guess, is a
I mean,
that's where.
well, but when I say money, I mean like money to fund my hobby. I don't need to make a wage doing this. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not trying to make a full-time wage with this hobby right now because I'm already doing 3 jobs basically. Like I don't need 4 really. I don't need more added to that plate.
I don't know. I strongly disagree in the sense that it's the most passive thing you can do in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could buy it, put it in the shelf. You got to be somebody that can just turn the brain off on it, though. Like you said, it could get it could be like you could be thinking about, okay, this look and test check a TCG player every week, and which I check it every week, but I know when I want to sell or whatever. But yeah, it's nice the passiveness to it. It's going to be so weird how this all develops in the next 5 years. I couldn't even imagine what this looks like in 5 years, but yeah, right now it's obviously it is what it is and it's booming, the investing side of things. And I'm still a moderator in Facebook groups. There was a guy in there only buying Evolving Skies cases now. What are they? $1,400 a box. He was in there. I clicked on his profile, and he's an investor. I almost said the investment thing he is, but he's an investor, like new to TCGs, and he's just in there ripping into Evolving Skies, buying boxes. I'm like, this is insane. Like I've seen so many different that happening. A little bit happened in the last boom. It was more so some sports people because of the Gary V effect, where when he was shilling the balls out of it. God, what a shill that guy is.
There's a lot of sports people got their ears up this week.
Yeah, is Gary V talking about it again or no? He probably is. He seems to get a hard on for things that are doing well.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. This is way bigger than what was before in 2020. It's not even a contest. So
I don't think right now buying Journey Together, buying Surgeon Sparks, buying Prismatic Evolutions, I don't think you can lose money on that. And that's not financial advice. I just think that there's such great sets. At worst, I think you're going to break even.
Yeah.
Like people are going to be clamoring to buy it forever.
Weird.
Strong sets. Yeah. We'll see. You know, these next few weeks, these next few months, it'd be cool to recap at the end of the year, how well they ended up doing, a year in. But right now it's looking pretty hot.
Yeah. One update: Prismatic Evolution PC ETBs on eBay are $250 pre-selling. So God, I don't know what's the market anymore.
So they might chill out a little bit this weekend when people get them in hand, and then once the fire sellers sell out, they might dip and then might start coming back up again. Once they sell next week. So be curious what that shift is going to look like.
What do you think made TCG Player be the market price? Or like everyone's go-to market price for boxes, singles,
data,
available data.
I think it's just data, so you can make your own decision. You have charts, you have everything there from the set. You have the information you need, the set it belongs to, the picture, you can track the sealed stuff. Like the data is there that you need. I think it's that simple. Like people feel comfortable making a decision when they have the information in front of them.
It's for me, TCG Player is like making a Walmart pop-up shop, setting it in front of Walmart, and they sell 2 apples for $75 because there's low supply.
Yeah.
And it's if you were to just walk past it, go into Walmart, you get the apple for $1 because they got 5,000 of them. TCG Player is so strange to me just because it is like an artificial increase in price, but then people will just buy it knowing the price is gonna go up. Like you're not gonna lose on these older sets because there's gonna be less and less and less, and historically it has just gone up. So it's so weird to me when there is a sale of a booster box that is 6 years old. That's the new market price, and people will start swinging that way, and it's insane to me. Such little quantity sales changes price like that. It's so weird.
Do you remember Publix, the grocery store?
Yeah, I know the
down in
name.
Florida here.
Gone to it in Florida.
Okay, so Walmart, they sell cucumbers. My kids love cucumbers. I slice them up and they love a little snack. They're 79 cents at Walmart. The English cucumber, that style specifically. I went to Publix the weekend to grab something, I forget what it was, and I was going to grab my cucumber, and it was $3.99. The exact same cucumber, just a regular English style cucumber.
Yeah.
And it was over 4x the price what it was at Walmart. But they must sell them because they sell them. You know, people must buy them. I think it's just some of it is just either I'll buy or I'm already buying some other things that's on sale. Buy one get ones. They have in little baskets and whatever. I'll just get it, and that's where they make the profit, right? You know, on the other stuff you grab, actually they're getting the stuff that you just needed. So I think there's probably an element of that. I think some people go there just to buy stuff to play with, or the cheap stuff because there is some cheap stuff on there, that you can definitely get at good prices, and then stumble upon or just check the price on whatever and just while I'm here I'll grab that kind of thing. I think there might be an element of that, and just having it in one place or the place you feel comfortable, or I don't know. There might just be some of those kind of elements to it. But yeah, I agree. I think it's surprising because I know firsthand, just like you, when you put the effort in to find something at a better price, 90% of the time you can find it at a better price, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's eBay, like you say, Walmart or whatever, like you can generally go somewhere else, just put that bit of time and effort in and get it at a different price, or work out a deal, or haggle someone down, do a best offer, whatever. So yeah, it is surprising sometimes. But then I see, I've listed stuff on eBay at silly prices, and it's sold. And then other stuff I've listed way cheaper just to get rid of it, and it just sits there. I've got some cards that have been sat there for months and months, and they're way lower than what I think the card's worth.
Yeah,
way lower. And then there's other ones. There was a low pop CGC card. I remember talking to you about it a while ago. It was an old vintage one, and I listed it. What I thought was ridiculous. It was way more than what I paid for it, and it sold literally instantly. And so there's nothing as queer as folk, right? There's nothing as strange as like humans. We're all just odd in our decisions and thought processes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Did you buy the cucumber at $4?
Hell no. So getting a cucumber. I'm not paying $4 for a cucumber.
Dad, we want a fucking cucumber.
It's green water, right? Like there's nothing in it. Yeah, no. So they ate what did I make? I got them corn. I got them corn instead.
You got them corn on the cob instead of a cucumber.
Grilled it, loads of butter.
So
no, it was loads better. Loads better. And they love it. I love that too. But yeah.
My Lord.
$4 for cucumber makes me so mad. That'd be like 20 cents in England, grown 2 fields away. Yeah. I remember when I was a head chef, and the guy I would buy all my veg from grew it. Literally, I could see his field where he was growing the veg, and I'd be like, I need I need a case of carrots in the morning. I need, a basket of onions. I need this and that. And they just come with a couple of baskets in the morning and drop it off. Different world. Yeah. Screw you, Publix.
You missed that
I miss life being simpler. And I miss the fish and chip shops. Big time. Really miss that. But not much else. My family. I miss my family a lot. That's hard.
Yeah, I feel that.
What else
Journey
we got?
Together, we had briefly talked about already in all of this. Would you get Journey Together if it was XY? Like, would you feel more like, oh, I kind of want to do this set because you played the games with all those trainers? Because I certainly have zero interest in that because I did not touch those games, or Sword and Shield, I mean, not XY, the one you played.
Oh, meh.
No care.
XY, you had my ears up a little bit. I think that is pretty interesting generation. Sword and Shield. Maybe. I think there's some pretty cool characters. Just I'm Professor Oak. Like, I like the OGs. Like, I want an Oak presence. I like a Professor presence. Like a Pikachu presence. Is that Batman?
Yeah, I'm ripping a pack Bierski gave me right now.
Was it Batman Forever? Which one is it?
It's got to be, yeah. One of the best movies of all time. I need to watch this movie again, dude. It's been way too long.
What does it say on the gold stamp?
I don't know. It's not gold. Just says home sweet home. Hey, yo. That's a 10. And now it's a 4.
What?
Oh, where's the hollow? Dude, I literally bent the corner on that card. You bitch. Oh, no way. Oh, wow. Here's the hollow. It's welded. Who do we got? Who is this?
Stuck together.
I dropped that one too.
No.
Ghosty. The Commissioner Gordon. Hey, yo. My guy. Forgot that was Commissioner Gordon. Wow. Man, I need to watch that again. Is that good enough for a 5-year-old to watch? You think a 5-year-old can watch that? My son.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's a little dark, isn't it?
It's way too scary, that one.
I turned on Iron Man, and me and my 5-year-old were watching the original Iron Man today.
With the kids there?
Huh?
With the kids?
It was just me and my 5-year-old son.
Oh, my God. Was he scared?
He was like, Dad, when's he's going to... Because it starts off with a gray suit, like the beat-up one he makes in the cave, and then it turns into a different color. He's like,
in the desert, yeah.
He's like, this is not Iron Man. It's not red. I'm like, just wait. He finally got to see that. He's like, there it is. He was lit.
Oh, that's so cool.
There's a lot of guns in there, though. Not a lot. There's like no blood really at all, but probably not a good
point.
Not a good parenting decision, but there's a lot of guns. Not a lot of gore at all.
Yeah, I think the Infinity War, some of those like big group, the big blockbuster ones, they were a little bit more damage and bloody kind of stuff. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched the first one.
I know it was a throwback for me. He looked so young in that movie. Wow, it was cool though seeing it. Another shout out real quick, kids movie we did see this weekend was Mufasa. That was 9.6 out of 10. It was
really?
I was shocked. And
they made him look like a normal lion, right? Like it looks like a real lion, and it very realistic.
It was weird because I saw the Lion King remake. It was okay. This was telling a new story for the first time.
Right.
Mufasa's origin story and his brother, right? And that was, I thought for sure I was getting a 2-hour nap in this theater for sure. And then the first 5 minutes, I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta watch this. Like, this is kind of interesting. Damn it. It was really good. Do recommend. Take the kids. It was a bomb. I love going to the movies though, so that's my
I haven't been in a few months. That again, that's nowhere near us either. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it's a bit of a trek. But I wonder if I could take my daughter this weekend.
Yeah, for me to go to the movies with the two kids, like my wife was out this weekend, it was basically the cost of an ETB. It was like $60, $30 for the tickets, $30 for the concessions. Jesus Christ.
My sister in England has like a subscription, and she could just go watch any movie she wants whenever.
Yep. My sister's got that in LA. Yep.
She does. Just go watch a movie.
She goes once a week.
Yeah, that's awesome. And she said it's the same price as one ticket. So it's like, might as well just do that. It just means you're committing, instead of going once or twice a year, you're committing to going and buying a ticket every single month. So obviously they're making more, they're making profit in that sense. But yeah. When are we getting another Pokemon movie? It's been a couple of years.
When was the last one we had in theaters?
It was that
Detective Pikachu bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, was there another one?
There's been a couple of Netflix style ones.
Yeah. Mewtwo Strikes Back.
That was a year or two ago now. Yeah, we definitely need a really good one.
Like, give me like, I don't know what I want really.
I'm okay with CGI. I liked Detective Pikachu. Like Totodile in Detective Pikachu was cool. Some of the Pokemon in that movie looked amazing.
Well, maybe in next month we'll get an announcement.
Charizard was insane.
Yeah, I didn't like Charizard. I don't like that card either. Least favorite Charizard card.
Yeah, I don't love the image of him. But when he's in that cage, the detail of him looked very like visceral. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool.
Fun fact. The next Pokemon movie in theaters is the Pokemon story of the Johto region final chapter, which is scheduled to release in theaters in Korea in May of last year. Basically, the movie is a compilation of episodes from the Johto anime that were never released in Korea. Huh. They got snubbed.
Interesting.
Crazy.
Okay.
Didn't talk about it last week, even though I mentioned to you last week. Officially kicked off the business venture into Pokemon. Not my job, basically. It's going to be my wife handling all of it. I am going to be assisting, giving her guidance when needed. She is currently a stay-at-home mom, so she has time. So basically what we're doing is sealed product consignments. And basically you guys send us your sealed products. We'll sell them for you on eBay and pay you out via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, crypto, whatever you want. Pretty much I can make it happen. So it's happening. So if you're ever interested, let me know. Can give you a special deal there, Professor Oak. But
I don't think we can ever like overestimate how amazing like that service is, and how needed, and just how comforting that would be to have someone that you can trust, like yourself. We all trust you. Have someone trusted to handle that and not have to worry about the scariness of shipping expensive boxes, or trying to deal with people haggling you or sitting on things or whatever. Like there's so many positives to that people are gonna enjoy. Like I'm really excited for you. Yeah, I wish you all the best with it. I think you've got good things coming. I'm excited for you and your wife. Obviously, I think you'll learn a lot. I think it'll be interesting going through the process. What works well. How to deal with certain types of people and certain shapes and sizes and all the different things that you end up opening up and do with it. I think it'd be really interesting to go through that. Yeah, it'll be a good experience for you.
Yeah, we're starting as slow as possible. We do have a few customers already. Things are in the mail to us. So
Nice.
getting those listed hopefully before this Sunday, so they can end in a week and a half from now. That'll be awesome. And haven't really started the marketing yet. I don't consider this video and my videos going to 200 people much marketing. I have there's a lot of plans and things that I can do, turn on, and hopefully make some waves if I need to make this happen. And I'm looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to see how it grows, because right now it's basically we're gonna probably set it up. Our bedroom is huge. Our master bedroom. We have way too much space. We could fit probably almost 6 king size beds in our room. And
Why is
yeah,
it that big?
it's fucking massive. It's huge. So it is what it's an abnormally large master bedroom. So we have a lot of space. So there's going to be a shipping desk in there for now. But the plan is, after growth, probably a few months, just knowing what we're doing, is to take down the kids' playroom that's in the main floor. And because basically we haven't just finished one downstairs for them in the basement. We have basements here in Michigan. So that'll be interesting to get it out, because the goal is to not have it in our bedroom. You don't want to sleep where you work at all. And I don't want her to have to do that.
I have mine in a separate room too. Yeah.
Oh my God. I would lose my shit. But yeah, our room is huge. So there's space in there. So that'll be interesting. I'll have to shoot some videos in there. I'll just go lay in the bed and then I'll go to the shipping desk. So
James, I feel like James did that once.
He just works out of his bed. He just never leaves his bed.
I feel like I've seen him in videos in his
he's
bed.
in the bed. Yeah. So no, I'm looking forward to the growth, and it's cool to have my wife here not working and be able to try something like this. Like, because if she had a teaching job, which she has the degree for, to go teach high school science, we would probably never take the risk. You'd probably be like, all right, stop doing that. And now let's try this. Instead, let's try this. It's going to probably do decent. And we'll see if it's good enough for what we want to do. If not, then maybe you go teach. So it's pretty cool to be able to just kind of dip your toes in and get a feel of the water. So
who knows where it might go?
I think I'm a good sales guy though. So I've been doing sales a long time. I think could make her busy.
I think the advantage you have, I think just generally, like, one of your good skills in an area that you do well at is you have no problem talking to people. Like you say, good in sales. You don't mind calling someone or messaging someone or reaching out, asking a question, figure things out. Like, you don't shy away from that side of stuff. So you got Instagram, you got Discord, and there's Facebook. There's all these places where you can network and like, get yourself out there and make sure people talking about you and using you. I don't think you're gonna have any issues.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we all have stuff. I'm sure that pretty much everyone will have something to send you at some point.
Yep, I just pulled a grail.
Is that Robin?
Oh yeah.
I can't see very well. That is a cool card.
Fists of Fury. Damn, dude. Too fun. I think I just bought a box of this for like $10 from a local store.
I want to open this so bad.
Wizards of the Coast, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. That's awesome. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words. I'm looking forward to this venture. I think it's going to be absolutely spectacular.
Good things coming. I think another thing. If I was going to say any advice for you is get her hooked up with where to look for stuff for you guys to do things too in between. Because I know we had on here talking about the One Piece promo, but even like just looking for stuff like that. Look, give her specific hot cards right now and prices, and she can search and figure things out. I'm sure you'll keep her busy. Like there's plenty to do, isn't there?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And another reason we went with the sealed route was her like listing cards on eBay. It just there's so much involved in that, knowing the different things. So I think this will be perfect for her. Sorry, I'm looking at this other card I just pulled.
Is it good?
What a god packs he sent me. I never knew you could get embossed cards.
Oh, jeez.
This is Nick. What's his name? Enigma. When he's younger, the Riddler. When he was young,
I don't remember him being called Enigma.
I think that's his name. And I dropped the fucking bitch. 7 out of 10. There's only, I'm guessing, 10 embossed cards.
It's like numbered or it's serial.
I think it's just like there's 7 out of 10.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm guessing there's 10 embossed cards in the set.
Yep. I was going to say, if you pulled a 7 out of 10.
Riddler, double banger.
Love it.
Thanks, Biersky. Appreciate you, my dude.
That is cool. I love that. Well,
awesome.
I want to show you this real quick. My
How's the boys at PSA doing? What you got?
She just made me a picture because she loves me. She says Evelyn, Pikachu, Pikachu,
red cheeks too.
Red cheek.
Is that a dumbbell that's lifting it? What is it? Is it lifting?
I think grass and bushes. I don't know. I think it's like she must have looked at one of my cards and like saw it. It's like sat in the grass or something.
That is the fattest Pikachu. He ain't got no legs. I love it. Awesome.
You know what it looks like is the what's the Squishmallow ones? It looks like the Squishmallow one, and she has it. So she might have copied it from that.
The winter hat one.
It's cute as hell.
Which one does she have?
She has just the regular big one. Well, I mean it's like medium one. It's not that big.
Yeah, that stuff is Squishmallows is insane.
Heck yeah.
They're doing well.
Yeah, they're doing bananas. Well, although Jeremy Padua, who owns it, he's not having a good time right now.
No.
His house and all of his stuff burned down. I don't know how much of his collection he got out, but he was the guy that was telling you he overtook me in the set registry. Just like he has everything.
For the Pikachu?
I mean, the guys, he's just...
he's got a few money, right? Probably. So
he's got like crazy money. But he was like in the hills, in California in a big mansion, and I guess, and he's been posting online about losing stuff and his friends and stuff, and that he's grateful, to have made it out safe. Terrifying. Like that whole wildfire situation is so scary. I can't imagine how many people have been suffering with not just financial, but the emotional toll that takes. And he has a lot of collectible stuff.
Yeah,
like museum level. Yep. Yeah. So I don't know. I know there's no end in sight on those kind of things. It feels like it lasts forever, but hopefully they get it cleared up soon. Things get back to normal soon. People can start rebuilding. It's been a crazy few months for weather. I tell you.
Those are going to be expensive new houses. Bunch of all new builds in Malibu. Jesus Christ.
I think if I was going to say anything, I think probably investors are going to jump in and try to get the land cheap, and just like rentals and like
a lot of people will be like, "F it, this was the last straw. I'm done with Cali. I'm gone." Like, I can see that for sure.
That's what I think. I think a lot of people get out of there. I think investors will buy it cheap, and then they'll end up making a fortune when the prices creep back up.
I don't know how people live there, anyways. Taxes and just.
I mean, traffic and like homeless situation. Like there's a lot of safety concerns. I know people have. Yeah, it seems like a pretty crazy, bit of a wild area for sure. Let's on that note, PSA. They're in Cali, right? The Long Beach, is it?
Irvine?
Somewhere
around there, yeah.
I'm terrible with.
They're right by each other, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know California very well. I haven't been that far west. I've been to Vegas, but that's it.
Wow.
And then they're doing more TCG magazine stuff. We got One Piece with Boa, I think it is, on the front. I
don't know.
I want to say name's Boa.
She's a cutie.
Yeah, she's not my favorite, but she's cute. That's gonna be a cool setup. And then we have some more Pokemon ones coming the next month. So we've got a couple of good months of magazines coming out with the promo for the One Piece again. So that's going to be exciting.
Have you ever got a specialty magazine, or have you always got the base?
I've had the worst luck with them. Yeah, I always had the basic ones.
Me too. So we're in the same exact boat. Don't feel too bad.
It was cool seeing so many people in the Discord posting. There's quite a few people that did get good ones, but it was also people. I think the ones that I saw, people that like are invested, really in the hobby. They have their name out there. So it was cool seeing them, get that, almost like a reward, for being so involved in the hobby. We'll see.
Yeah. What did you do with your last promo you got?
The Luffy promo. Luffy one. It's at PSA.
Now?
I think so.
What took you so long to send the son of a bitch?
I had a pile that I sent this weekend. I'd been building up for like, I don't know, it might have even been a year. Like it's been a while. I've been adding to it. And I had a couple of things I got at Christmas, and there was some stuff that I'd pulled. There was some stuff that people had gifted me, and I was like, I just want to send it all so I can get people to like sign them and and just get them in the collection of slabs, instead of in binders, because these are ones that like look pretty nice, pretty special. I sent in the Lord of the Rings one that we opened. I sent in the Sauron because I thought that was it was like a gold Sauron color. I thought that looked pretty cool. I wanted to see that in a slab. What else did I send in? I sent in the Danielle Fishel Topanga one, the Full Eclipse, the Total Eclipse card that I got from Tops. Just a bunch of random stuff. I will be honest with you, if anyone's still sticking around, there was some pretty good stuff in there, and I think it might have been stolen from my mailbox.
What do you mean?
I haven't talked about it yet really with anyone because I'm feeling a little nervous about it. I put it in my mailbox on Tuesday lunchtime, and when I went to check Tuesday afternoon, the mail was gone and the new mail was there. There was like junk mail, like I was getting a lot of junk mail here for some reason, and it never got scanned.
So it's en route to PSA, that PSA submission, in theory, without a scan.
It should be, but I don't know. Maybe it should have. This is was it Monday? It would have been Monday because I printed it Sunday night, so not Tuesday. We're on Wednesday, so this is the third day now of it not having a scan.
And it just says UPS, label
It says
created.
label created, awaiting shipment or whatever it is.
That would suck.
It's making me feel a bit sick because it's got stuff in there that like I can't replace. You know, there's some of them were gifts from people and things I'd pulled, and you know, like stuff I wouldn't want to buy again. And actually, there was a couple of like nice. I'm not going to spoil it because I wanted to do a video on the return, so I don't want to talk about too much. But there's actually some pretty nice cards in there that I wanted to grade to like sell and stuff as well. So yeah,
well,
I'm a bit bummed out.
Hopefully you're good. We'll see. That would suck. Usually the mail carrier just picks it up out of your mailbox and then they'll scan it when they take it back to the shop.
So one or two things. Usually, if it's something like that, I take it to the post office and I'll check my PO box at the same time. So I know it's dropped off, it's clean, it's clear, like I know it's good, no issues. So I normally do that for those kind of things where some like it was kind of an expensive submission. Like there was some nice stuff in there. So that's why I'm like a little more nervous about it too. So it's dumb that I didn't do that, but I broke my tooth at the weekend. I don't think we talked about this. And I was in a lot of pain. I didn't want to go anywhere. I had an appointment for yesterday for like the next day. And I was like, I'm just going to put it in there at lunchtime. So it's not in there for very long. It's not in overnight or whatever. He'll be here sometime in the afternoon. And sometimes it comes early afternoon, sometimes late. So I put it in there and I was thinking he'll grab it because that's what I normally do if I just sell a slab. A 40, 80, $100 slab, or whatever. I'll put it in, you know, just a bubble mailer and I'll put it in there and it takes it. I've mailed probably 300 cards and slabs from there, probably more, maybe close to 400, just putting it in my mailbox and then he grabs it and takes it. Wow. And I never had this issue where it hasn't scanned before, other than some of the eBay envelope ones, like they scan a bit weird sometimes, you know, they're slow or they don't scan until they deliver sometimes, whatever, but not an actual 2-day priority shipping. Should have delivered today. That's another part too. So I've never had this happen. So there's those two elements of like, I've never really had an issue and I've always done it that way. But also the more expensive stuff I do normally take to there. And so I'm kind of like, I don't feel bad for putting it in there. In the middle of the day, broad daylight, no one is going to be there in a couple of hours, you know, at any point. I was in meetings, you know, I didn't want to stand out there waiting for him. I just ran down there while I was having my lunch. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know where they are. Literally, it's gone. It's vanished. As far as I'm concerned, there's no tracking. It's not in the mailbox. I asked him and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, kind of thing. Like he couldn't remember it when I saw him yesterday. So
Jesus. Well,
we'll see.
Let us know how it transpires next week, because that's shitty. Hopefully it's just in the wrong spot, didn't get scanned yet. It's not insured, I'm guessing, or what? Probably not.
I think you get
$100, I think.
$100, but I want to say I'd probably put this at like $3,000. Like it wasn't a cheap submission. Not massive, not crazy. You know, it's not setting the world on fire, but like for me, it's a year's worth of cards I've been saving up, putting together. You know, some of my nicest stuff. Yeah, but feel gross. Maybe more. I guess it depends on the grades. You know what comes back, because they all look pretty clean. There's a couple of them that are 9s, but I just wanted them for me in slabs. Anyway, I wasn't really worried about the grade so much. But yeah.
Does PSA insure incoming packages?
They don't give two hoots. No. They might have if I would have chose their shipping, because there's an option to use their shipping service to mail with them,
like
or something.
3x, 5x, whatever. It's insane.
Yeah, it wanted,
they insure it.
Yeah, it wanted crazy money, and I checked it on Pirate Ship, and it was like $6 or $7 something for like 2-day shipping. I was like, I'll do that. So yeah, no insurance really, but
yeah,
the one time that I put in the mailbox, and it's a good little package. It vanishes. So we'll see. Like you say, you know, we've got a week until next episode. Hopefully, in that time, it'll either end up at PSA. Maybe there's just an issue with scanning or something. I did put the order info inside, so if they did rip it open, you know, they would see, you know, where it's supposed to be going and everything and what was going on, so that maybe that'll play into it. Maybe the label fell off or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Godspeed. Damn.
I've had good luck otherwise. You know, I haven't really had bad luck with too many other things, you know, shipping wise. I've had a couple of little bits missing, but I'm just refunded them and moved on. I haven't really lost any of my stuff that I can think of. But they're also backlogged right now, right? Like they're also getting the butt kicked. They did a post saying, you know, we've got so many incoming. We've had to ramp up hiring again for the incoming situation. We're in a very similar, you saying earlier, like this feels different. This isn't the same as the boom, but this is another boom. Like we're in something a little bit special right now.
Yeah, for them to be backlogged now after they ramped 6x what they did before. Damn, son. Holy.
Yeah, in 2 weeks when we pull January's data, I'm very excited what it's going to look like January to December to January, what the month-on-month will look like for that jump.
Yeah.
If they're that busy. They better not be shutting down again, because that would...
If you do that twice, that's not a good look. I doubt that would ever. Like, they would have to increase the prices again, and I don't think they want to do that. That would be insane. If they're like, hey, bulk is now $20 again, whoo, that would be dark. A lot of people would be like, damn, I fucked up. Like, I didn't send in nothing. I should have sent in these 20,000 cards. What am I doing? I didn't think the price would ever go up. But that's how they prevent it. The price goes up, less cards come in. So
it makes sense why they didn't do some like crazy big special, you know, in January. I think mine's probably going to be a bit jacked up because I just threw them all in the same category of, it was like a $15 TCG category or non-sports, whatever. I just threw everything in there. I guess Daniel official card is kind of sports, but it's not really. It's not a sports card, so I don't know what they're going to.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with some of those like wonky ones that I added in there. But hopefully they'll just honor it and just let me, just run it under the same thing. So yeah, we'll see. Their site says 50-day turnaround. So I don't know if that's going to get edited to 60, 70, 80. I don't know. We might be looking at a couple of months there before I get them back, even if they do get delivered.
That's a long time, man. That's crazy. I ain't ready for this again. And this new set is going to be graded to the oblivion.
Well, here's the other thing too with that. That's a really good point. Some of these evolution cards, they're not submitting them at bulk. They're going to be pushed ahead of all the other stuff. So all these, people trying to race to get their good cards quick as soon as possible, to optimize on their money, paying extra for the grading, they're going to go in front of all the others. So everything else bulk-wise is going to get just pushed further and further back. And I do think there's going to be a lot sent there for sure. Yeah. A lot. That's a really good call out. Well, cool. You want to wrap? End on that fun note.
Yeah, wrap her up, man.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening in. We do look forward to you posting your spicy comment below. Do that. Leave yours for this week to win the hat. That we have our model, just a model for us. And when you do that, hit thumbs up on the ones that you think are funny, ones that you think are spicy. Put your love out there. Reply to people. Get involved. Get in the comments. Hit like on the thumbs up button for the video as well. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around with us. Have a good week.
Peace.
See you guys.